Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Gold birds, gold string, gold words, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Hello everyone, I'm just going to mess with your heads. How's it all going? How are things? Thank you for bearing with me. I had to quickly switch between PC and Mac because PC. We had some issues last week, didn't we? And I haven't troubleshooted them yet, so we're back on my laptop. Hello everyone, how's it all going? Morning! That messes with my brain. It's so dark outside. How are we all? How is everyone? So much has happened in the news, by the way. There's a lot of autism news going on at the moment. So many video ideas here. There's so much going on right now. There's some big news. The goodbye Scar song, time to go. Look, I actually managed to get everyone to leave last week. Nearly everyone. I think 6 people remained or something. Was it 6? Less than 10? This is 16. No, it's 16. It had a 6 in it. And it wasn't 60. 16. It was 16, wasn't it? Some autistic person out there is going to know the answer, and then they'll correct me. Which is fine, as long as you didn't say actually. As long as you're not wearing a fedora. It was 16! Yes, my brain still works. It's a happy time when brain still works. 16, yes. If you are one of the 16, give yourself a pat on the back, because I have no idea. I have no idea who's on the stream unless you say hello. I have no idea. I don't know that you're there. Like, you can lurk. which is a bit weird, isn't it? It's kind of voyeuristic. You're nodding to yourself because you haven't said hello. So this is your time to say hello because it's clearly you do, like, this is not a spectator sport. That's not what we do on this channel. Hey Neil, how's it going? Slurking. What does slurking stand for? Like lurking, but what's the S for? He's a right lurker. There were 16 of us. Are you saying you're one of them, Snellgitty? Just means I have to try harder, that's all. Bye for your stream today. I mean, like, you left, didn't you? Okay, anyway, silent lurk! But lurking by its definition is silent, is it not? Because as soon as you say something, you are no longer lurking. The S is redundant. We don't need it. But if you... Oh, priest and shout is silent lurking. Okay, well, if you are silent lurking as opposed to noisy lurking... Breaking the lurking rule. Ah, Katie's... Oh, it's Dieselot. Sorry, YouTube has messed with the usernames. Your names, all of your names, your preferred names. YouTube's like, fuck them. No one gets to use their preferred channel name across the entire platform. Everyone has to use the username, which is really annoying because yeah, quite a lot of people have got usernames that are impronounceable or don't match their actual names. So the only reason I knew it was Dieselot is because of the profile picture. Change your profile picture and you are a ghost. You are Modern Warfare ghost. Disappear with the mask on and the British voice. And the Yorkshire tea, not sponsored. Please sponsor me, Yorkshire tea. There's very few brands I would work with. Actually, do you know what? The whole brand thing is weird. Like, what a strange world we live in. So capitalism. But I do drink a lot of tea. I don't even need money. It's just tea. I need tea. Let's save on outgoings. I need tea and cat food. These are two things. You know, like when someone has like 4 babies and then all of a sudden they need like baby products. Well, that's like me, but myself, I am the baby. I need the tea and I need the milk and I need the things. I need all of those things. And you all need them too. We just need tea. We do big tea giveaway. I still have tea in the car for one autistic app. They cannot go because I cannot post to America. I know you can in England right now, but the other man's not caught up yet, so I can't post it to you. But as soon as I can, it'll be off. You'll get your tea. Cafe should be cheaper for Black Friday shit. Yeah, it should be. Hopefully. Is everybody ready for the capitalist event of the year? Is everyone ready? Oh, the random numbers. It depends because if you wrote something that someone else has written before, you get random numbers suggested to you. And then you might have accepted it when you created your account. Although you can change it. You can actually change your username. You can change them. You can go to your YouTube, your Google profile. You can change your account ID, your name, your tag. You can change it. But you used to just be able to have a name, which is so much better. Really want to get those individually wrapped Yorkshire teas. Oh, I have some of those. Not many. The word in my head was shoplifted, but I didn't shoplift. I didn't. I was on the boat. It was on a boat? Was it a hotel? I think it was a hotel, and they had Yorkshire teas individually wrapped, and I had to take them. I just like left the coffee alone. Didn't touch it. Didn't like pinch any sugar. Definitely didn't take a towel or anything. Just the single serve Yorkshire teas. I just needed the single serve Yorkshire teas. You're on a boat? Alwyn Light. I'm still a kiddie. Amazing. Cats for life. Barista oat milk was on sale in Tesco today. I carried a lot home. Amazing. Charlie, I've been buying it individually because it's been so expensive. That's why I ran out. Because it's been like £2.70, which is like, I don't know, like $10 or something for a litre. So I've just been like buying one at a time, but consequently running out. I wait until they're on offer and I do the same as you. Hotel lifter. Yeah, yeah, kind of. Although you kind of pay for it, don't you? Like when you have the room, you kind of you've paid for it. So you kind of, you know, it's part of the package. But yes, individually wrapped Yorkshire tea bags. I will take them because I will use them. On an island? Oh, if you mean like a landmass surrounded by water, that's kind of the whole planet, right? Every landmass is surrounded by water. I don't know what the definition of island is, if I'm honest with you. Like, what's the cutoff? Because I know for a mountain, it's 2,000 feet. Which is not that high, really. I don't think it's even 2,000 meters. I think it's 2,000 feet. So the definition of an island, I don't know, but it's at some point you just go, that is not an island anymore. Like, for example, Australia. Is that an island? New Zealand? New Zealand, I guess New Zealand's still an island. Kind of. Papua New Guinea, Good Island. New Zealand, kind of, because they have North Island, South Island, so. Australia, technically a landmass surrounded by water. Yeah, New Zealand's multiple islands. Archipelago. I think the cutoff is just too small to be a continent. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, you're either an island or you're a continent. You're either a teeny, teeny, tiny little island or you're a massive continent. Australia is a continent. Ah, shit. Yes, good point. So Australia is therefore not an island, right? After this, we're going to do ship and boat, by the way, just in case you were guys wondering. Island is turtles. How you fatten the island? Australasia is a continent. Long Island. Brooklyn is on the island of Long. Long Island iced tea. Is that why it's called Long Island iced tea? Because it's from Long Island. Yeah, interesting. People are Googling the definition of island now, I reckon. If you're going to be technical, you're on a barge. Are you actually on a barge? Literally. That's pretty cool. I just tried those vegan Thai. Sorry, somebody mentioned something about being vegan food. I'm afraid I've just been triggered. Where's the thing? Where's the vegan food comment? Just Thai cookies for the first time. They're good because of all the aniseedy holiday cookies with honey, egg white, or butter in them. Look, hey, there's milk powder in so many things. You look at something and it's basically vegan. You wouldn't know. Like, it's not like advertised as vegan. It would just be some like random cookies, right? But then like look down the list of ingredients and then right at the very bottom it'll be like milk powder. And it's like, why would you do? What is the purpose of that? Do you have lots of it and you're using it up and you're just going to just chuck a scoopful in there? Damn it. Doritos is a really good example of that. No, that's not the best example, to be honest. But they like milk powder. No man is an island. Well, this is indeed true because very rarely do you have a person surrounded by water. AI said it's a continent, not an island. Yes, but then how would an island then be defined? So island is landmass surrounded by water that is not a continent. Is that true? It's my home, best thing I've done. I would love to hear more about that. That sounds amazing. It's kind of like van life, but water life. Like barges and like narrow boats, canal boats. They look so peaceful and lovely and quaint and sweet. And if it wasn't for mosquitoes, I think I would love a couple of days, like renting like a canal boat or something. I don't think I'd go anywhere. I'd be too scared to operate it. But I'd just like sit in it. I do like boats, but not the operation thereof. Just the water. I like the slappy sound that water makes. Oh dear. Aspect trip of the Maroons on my bucket list. Yeah. Houseboats. Yeah, this looks so peaceful and sweet. And bizarrely can be operated in the UK waterways. There's no, like, for those that drink alcohol, there is no drink boat sailing limit, which is rather bizarre. No problem with Aussies. You're just going to play something over here. Amazing. Thank you so much. This all sounds so peaceful and lovely, and you can kind of like up and move. And did anybody know? I saw in a Tom Scott video that there is like a sail up McDonald's. I don't know if it's in London, but there is a McDonald's which has like it's not a drive-through, is it? A float through. Sorry, that's a weird experience. That has to be a weird experience. That sounds pretty fun, right? Oh, you have Veterans Day today. Of course, that makes sense. We've just had Remembrance Sunday, which is of course the 11th of November today. There are no rules. We did a UK Baywatch remake with canal boats in Yorkshire tea. Yeah. A stout Yorkshireman in a flat cap with a hairy chest running a sort of shirtless down a towpath, which is the little paths that run next to the boats. So used to be for horses and to towboats. Running with carrying what? Bread. A loaf of Hovers. And on the other hand, and on the other arm, an old-fashioned bottles of milk. And they're running like this. Nicolam, dropping the tone a little bit. Did you ever suffer from workplace bullying? Yeah. I mean, look, I've definitely incurred an awful lot of bullying in my life. No question about that. Because of autism and because being different. Yeah. I mean, we can be autistic about it and start breaking it down a bit more. I have a lot of things to say on the subject. AR Watch. No watch. Do you know what? I would watch that. I think that episode needs to be done. It just needs to be made. It needs to exist in this world. It'll be so funny. It'll be amazing. And this David Hasselhoff character with the flat cap and the granary bread and the bottles of milk will literally it will be because the occupants of the houseboats have run out of tea. They don't have the basics in. They've run out, and there's a tea emergency. And instead of a tea fairy, it's Northern Man fairy man, just slow motion running towards the narrowboat. Die. Oh, the heaving mounds of chest flesh up and down. Yes, it's a very fleshy TV series. It is it's a very Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, we're getting a bit more Bond now. Do you know what I mean? We're heading towards sort of Bond. It needs to be, because like Hasselhoff, I suppose, with the exception of when he played Michael Knight in Knight Rider, I think was never really like playing a properly kind of suave. It wasn't really suave. In fact, even in Knight Rider, it wasn't a suave sort of Bond kind of character. Add some cheese and it'd be a very questionable Wallace and Gromit script. Yes, yeah, totally. In fact, this whole thing could just be done in claymation. That would be fine too. Tea emergency. Yeah, exactly. Well, we have recently had a tea emergency. And it's not fun, by the way. Yeah, it's so it's like, yeah, so this he's just running to just deliver tea. You know, you can imagine the people on the narrow boat, on the canal boat, just collapsed on the deck of the boat, parched, like a beached blowhigh shark, you know, all just out like, and then he runs along and then just like starts chest compressions and puts the kettle on. Just you don't have a kettle. And then it's like, and then just this Alfred Hitchcock zoom in effect of like, no kettle. How can we make hot water? And so on. And then just like cliffhanger moment. You have to tune in again next week to find out how they're doing. How was that? I think that'd be a fantastic thing. I think even as a carton. It can't be green tea. It's got to be Earl Grey is fine. Yorkshire tea is better. Tetley is okay. If you're a builder, like I guess in America it'd be like you guys call them contractors, right? You know, like a contractor would drink like Tetley. The essential at the bottom of the Maslow hierarchy is needed for everything else. It's actually true. Charlie says it's true. Like, we cannot use canal water for the tea. Haven't you got Home Alone? Yeah, the Home Alone sort of. But, you know. I was in IKEA yesterday and there are 3 different sizes. Yeah, I know. I feel bad about that. I wished I'd bought the 3 different sizes. I didn't realize that they had like different sized ones. This is the medium sized one. I bought 2, one to give away, but they're friends. So I can't, there is not going to be a blowhigh giveaway because I cannot have just one. Do you understand? You understand? Do you understand? If you understand, drop an F in the chat. I cannot separate the blue highs. There are 2. They are friends. You have to rehome them in pairs. This is true. Except for the large one. I mean, if you get a massive large one, then that can probably go on its own. Easy transportation water that comes out the taps. Oh wow, okay, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay. I didn't realise that when I was in England I was drinking canal water. Although you do appreciate, right, that every single glass of water or cup of tea that you have has water molecules in it from the time of the dinosaurs, or passed through the bladder of T-Rexes. My huge brother has a boyfriend who is a shark from Plymouth's aquarium shop. It's raining, isn't it? It's raining outside. Yes. I hear rain. I thought there were 2 sizes. I'm missing one. I think there are 2 sizes, as in like the large ones and medium ones, but they have like smaller shark-like plushies as well. That's partly the issue. At least here the size you have, the one you have and the bigger one. Yeah, I did not realize they had a bigger one. I would 100% have bought the big one. I also didn't realize quite how affordable they were. I thought I was going to get stung at the checkout. And I really wanted to kind of like run back and get a couple more, but I can only carry in my hands so many. I was really getting weird looks from people. Look at these blowhighs under my arm. Got a chocolate chip cookie plushie. Has anyone been, by the way, to what are they called? The cat one. What's the cat one called? Sorry, I've got one back here. I have to look. Can someone just put it in the chat what it's called? Jellycat, thank you. Yeah, Jellycat. Has anyone been to the Jellycat place where they do the whole frying thing and stuff? I would fucking hate that. I just like, I'm curious, but I just want them to put it in the fucking bag. We do not need a show. Just put it in the fucking bag and let me leave. It doesn't even need to go in a bag. We just need to speed it up. Jellycat is super expensive. I'm shocked at how expensive Jellycat is. But I just don't. Has anyone here done the thing and bought a I don't know, like a fish and chips thing? That's what I've seen online. And then they're cooking it and stuff. And I'd just be like, just put it in the bag. I just put it in the bag. Jellycat cat. I have to see like these Jellycat cats. I might have to do a screen share in a sec and have a little look. They do short run limited editions which pump the prices up. I know Jellycat is kind of like there's some mild sus there about the way that they treat some of their suppliers. They're really quite strict on the whole supply chain side of things, as in like you will sell a lot of these. But I was specifically referring to the Jellycat stores. I would like to go and see one. I would like to go and get a Jellycat from one. But I just want them to put it in the bag. Just don't. If I've been embarrassed to watch the show, so I'll make this video. Oh, I still don't. Yeah. Like they're cooking with them stuff. It's like, no, just give it to me. Especially don't want you frying my Jellycat. Just give it to me. There's people behind me. Looks like the Jellycat Diner. That's it. Yes. I'm curious, but I just don't want to have an interaction. Put it in the bag. Hello, Maze. How are you? You would say just put it in the bag too, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. Maisie's down here, everyone. Maisie paw? Give me paw? Like really, like you can't see it, can you? It's like right here. Okay, there's a dog here. Has no one done it then? Has no one been to Jellycat store? Are we not Jellycat people here? I need to know. Satisfy my curiosity, please. I used to have a company sold a couple of Jellycat fishies. I considered getting some, like no wholesale, but I never did. Dog cat. Amazing. She's right here. Just giving little strokes on the head. Yeah, she's just looking at me. She's got very soft eyes at the minute. Unlike the usual kind of wild face that she has on in your Vicarious 2 videos. Jellycat El Moonlight. It's like very, very expensive plushies. Not Stife Bear money. Kind of down from Stife Bear. I think they're more expensive than the plushie Dreadfuls. And it's like they're up there. They're kind of like premium plushies. Premiumplushies.com. I don't know if that's the thing. Don't click. Don't. Just in case it's weird. It's just nothing to do with me. It's just an alliteration. Actually, I got two. Not one of the interaction you speak of. Okay, we could go to a Jellycat diner and then nominate somebody to do the interaction. Leslie made out of very soft, dense polyester. Yeah, they're very soft. They look really, really well made. Stitching's really good. I've been to Jelly Cat store. What was the question? Didn't buy anything. I just wanted to know what they were like in there. I've seen videos and it's kind of, I'm kind of curious. But yeah, I'd be like, just put it in the bag. just give it to me. I will look after it. I'll keep it safe. I'll keep it safe from. And plushy fryers. I went to build a bear and got an axolotl. Axolotl from Build-A-Bear. Do they not just do bears? Have they branched out? They do other things now. Build-A-Bear is quite expensive as well. Build-A-Bear is kind of premium. I know they cater to kind of like kids' parties and stuff. They'd be super expensive. Everyone gets their own sort of like custom bear. But yeah, Stife bears are like right up there. They do lots of animals. Okay. A 5-heart axolotl. Did you build a bear? Yeah. I feel like I missed out as a kid when you're again. I can't fit off the next little bit to go back. No, it won't. It's even true regarding axolotls as well. Like, it's quite possible that they're quite fragile creatures, really. Yes, my child is obsessed with wow. Snow leopard from Build-A-Bear. Okay, cool. Wow, there's so much going on in the plushy scene that I am just scratching the surface. I'm just like, I just need my marine plushies. I just, like my sea flap. We're good. We're good to take on the world. My poor sea flap's looking a little bit like needs a bit more stuffing in there. It's more flap than sea, to be perfectly honest. Super expensive. I was maybe looking at how they're made because I want to start making plushies myself. Wow. You can record a voice and put it in actually in a Build-A-Bear too. Oh wow, okay. Very first bear I got was a Stife. Wow. Sabes. The saber, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and bats in hats. We have a Sabes. Listen to him purr. Listen to him purr. Listen to the purr box. You can kind of squeeze a purr out. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like this. The C flap, by the way, is the ultimate shape for a plushie. Like in terms of convenience. One sec. I need to do not disturb. Because notifications are disturbing. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're good. I think we're good. My roommate's pasting an ocean mural on the wall of the backyard. I'm going to tribute a C5 up to it. Amazing, DJ. Obviously, I want to see it. Sabes? Who 7'd us? I'm holding his tail for stability purposes. It's literally just stability purposes because, you know, I mean, I can't let go, but he's a bit wobbly, so I'm just, it just gives him the stability. It looks weird, I know, but it's just like, here you go. You see, it's just giving him some 7 days of science. Okay, it's not a channel I know. I might well do. I don't know, but I don't think I do. Hello. Good evening, Helen. How are you doing? I'm Stefan. This looks like Mike if he was a cat. Yeah, missing a leg. Yeah, so he's here. He's just on the end of my seat. Look, he's right here. Where he sits. It's his favourite spot. We go way back, Saber and I. We're a little bit overcommitted with each other. He's, you know, very overly attached. There you go, it's better. Yeah, seeing everyone's handles, not names, is a bit annoying. It's a YouTube setting, I'm afraid. Sorry, I've got no control over it. YouTube changed a lot. In fact, actually, it's one thing that really bugs me quite a bit, which is sometimes people will get like upset. This is obviously not a me thing. It's just a YouTube thing. And people will get a bit upset that, you know, like they don't want to hear me dubbed in German or whatever. And it's kind of frustrating because YouTube has rolled out like AI dubbing features, which it's based on your IP address, your origin IP, resolved to country. It's just they map it and go, oh, this person must want a dubbed version, and you end up getting dubs. But I've got no control over it. I haven't done the dub. I think it's kind of like a cool feature. It's probably a good use accessibility wise for AI, but you know, still, it's like YouTube drop features without kind of publicizing them properly. They're like, hey, look what we just did. I fear change, which is why I never carry any. Funny. Why are cats associated with villains? I don't know. I think like also like snakes, like chickens. People get called like chicken is like as a pejorative for being like scared or not brave. That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyone who owns chickens or we say owns chickens, looks after chickens, cares for chickens, whatever, knows chickens or owns chickens, I guess, knows that they're not a. I don't know where the whole kind of like scaredy chicken thing came from, or even scaredy cat, I guess, but like roosters, like, you know, even like a chicken, like even a mother hen will kind of like really mess you up. The other thing is like snakes as well. So someone who's duplicitous, we would call a snake. Why do we do that? Like, snakes aren't duplicitous, they're just neutral, right? Rats. Sometimes people get called rats. Like I just wonder. I mean, I don't know why animals have been associated with pejorative terms. Like, if we're going to say that someone is, or we use a pejorative term for like an animal or a species, surely would use ticks. Surely a tick. You're such a tick. You're such a blood-sucking tick. You're a real mosquito. Yeah. Oh, you should have heard that person. They were they're a proper botfly, laying their opinions like eggs in the eyes of unsuspecting creatures. In German, tick, Zeki, is an insult of people with politically left views. Is it? Wow, okay. All right. Wow, so somebody's the people, obviously there's nothing new in the world. I didn't know that. Interesting. Cats have been associated with evil for centuries. Yeah, they have. But then again, is a flip side to it as well. Like, no, not always. Like, cats are kind of neutral. Like, and it kind of depends on the personality. Like, I started a drama once. I'll tell you about it. A short drama. I was director of an animal charity, and talking about animals, there was a big group of people, and they kept on talking about like how all dogs are lovely, or all cats are lovely, all animals are wonderful and beautiful and great. And I remember saying, like, not entirely, like, not all people are lovely, wonderful, great, blah, 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 blah. I said some animals, some dogs can be assholes too. It's possible, right? For whatever reason, maybe trauma, maybe blah, blah, blah. Maybe they're just wired that way. It's true. Like, you know, like, I don't know. It's just like, people get so upset with that idea. It's just interesting. Like, yeah, humans are definitely the cruelest of the animals, no question. I think I kind of take sort of a mild exception to the fact that, you know, it's like when people kind of promote this idea that disabled people, or even autistic people, are, you know, starseeds, wonderful, beautiful, majestic spiritual beings that can't possibly do any wrong. In such a way as to say, hey, you know, none of you are autistic because, you know, blah, 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 blah. Autistic people are magical and, you know, live in a spiritual realm or whatever. And it's like, well, come on, like, not necessarily. Like there's great variety in people. I'm not trying to say, hey, we should focus on like who are the disabled assholes out there. I'm not. But I did make a video on this subject if you want to see it from a little while back. It had a Thomas Henley collaboration in it. Oh, my broomstick, wand, a walking house, and a multitude of black cats to go with your beautiful other cats. The sort of happy disabled people stereotype. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like so beyond infantilizing. It's like, you know, terrible twos. Like, you know, like as a human at some point on a developmental trajectory, you start affecting your environment. You start demanding, you know what I mean? You start, you know, your needs either get vocalized or if not vocalized, then insistent behaviors. The happy disabled people stereotype is almost like reverting beyond that to like a 6-month-old baby or a 9-month-old baby, you know. It's weird. It's a bizarre idea that people have in their heads. It's really weird. It's just like really strange. It's like, okay, if you're going to be infantilizing this person, then how far back are you going? Are you going back to when they were 4, or are you going back to when they were 3? Further? 3 months? Yeah, interesting. I'm not here saying all babies are bastards, by the way, but, you know. We definitely don't need to infantilize people to that extreme extent. Leslie, what do you mean Tanner? Just dropping Tanner's name in there. Am I out of context? I might be. I'm almost certainly out of context. I've lost where the chat is at. And you can just saw the comment about teacher. They may not realize themselves they're infantilizing there. Oh yeah, I think I'm out of sync with everybody. Karen, thanks for giving me the vocabulary and putting those experiences to words for me. Is that aimed at me or is that aimed at everyone? Because no, you got that yourself. You did that. If it's me, I'm glad I've been able to help. But the bulk of the work is you. Tons of Phil on Love and Spectrum is happy all the time. Yeah, I know. I just wondered what the connection was, if we're back onto Love on the Spectrum stuff. Don't forget Tanner is been the recipient of 40 hours a week of behavioral modification. Consider that. I am always suspicious. Okay, I might be over sus. Okay, I might be over suspicious. I might be. I feel like I have. I think person reference. I have to say person. Yeah, sure. The kind of like Tanner situation is a bit complicated, and obviously it is another human being. It is another adult. It's not on me to comment on a vulnerable adult publicly online. But what I would say is, I'm always suspicious. And why shouldn't I be? 160 hours a month of behavioral modification. From people actually living in your house. Your family's wealthy enough to afford that. I don't even know if that's a privilege or not. If I'm honest with you, I don't even know if I'd call that a privileged existence. I am interpreting here that 6 to 8 staff is a full-time staff rota. It's a full 24/7 staff team. Rotating 8 hours in, blah, 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 sleep-ins, that sort of stuff. And all of that for behavioral modification purposes. It's as far as it's quite extreme in that respect. So I would just be a little bit, I'd be a little bit suspicious. I'd be a little bit suspicious. It's also worth pointing out that the sort of behavioral therapies that Tanner will have received are very, very unlikely. Okay, are very, very likely to have been compliance-based. Just going off of the timing and the fact that that field is changing and evolving, but looking at when he will have received those therapies, it would have been quite compliance-based. So to me, to Mike, Tanner appears as somebody who is trying to placate those around him 24/7, all the time. He only has one gear, and it's placate. And the way people on TV shows and on TikTok and whatever talk about him as though that is a great trait. And he does come across as a very polite, loving, loyal, kind person. But my point is that it looks like placation. Why would you need 4 ABA therapists for one person? I think it was more than 4. I think it was 6 or 8. It's not like at the same time, Leslie, like they're all like firing at him all at the same time. It'd be like in a rota, you know? So they were living in the house. So that feels to me like a full-time staff team, like carers, but a behavior modification. So it feels to me, please everybody read what I'm saying, exactly what I'm saying. That it's a fawning. I must placate those around me. I must tell them what they want to hear, do what they want to. So if I can give you an example of what can I give you the other aspect, the flip side to this? What should it look like? What should it look like? It should look like his best interests. It should look like building up his so-called adult ego state. It should look like helping him to be independent. It should look like life skills. It should look like communication skills. It should look, I'm not saying some of those things weren't there, but look at the time that he received this, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. So yeah, with respect to Tanner, and I think Tanner is lovely, but I don't think 40 hours a week, man. Like I don't do 40 hours a week of making YouTube videos. Like I like 40 hours a week is a full-time job. Like 40 hours a week is more than anyone would do at school. Like 40 hours a week is, school is what, like 30? 40 hours a week is a lot. That's all your living time minus, 40 hours a week plus your time for sleeping and resting does not leave much of anything else. It's just not healthy. Okay, it's like autonomy is the most important aspect. Absolutely, of course it is. Yeah, 100%. Let's say Tanner, I'm not saying Tanner did. I'm not. But let's say a person needed help getting dressed. Okay, we've all needed support getting dressed at some point in our lives. Some people still do. But you wouldn't then dress the person. You'd get them to do a sock, for example. You get them to just do one thing, one small little thing for themselves. All of this is like a positive feedback loop. Like, therapy should be there to work someone out of that therapy. Like, it should be there like, right, these are our goals. You're going to be done soon. Like, I reckon like 6 weeks, you're going to learn the basic skills. It shouldn't be like, hey, this is a job for life. Hey, like, hey, I've got a client now. Let's 40 hours a week. All right, cool. Let's go. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's make some money out of this person. It's like farming disabled people. In the worst examples are disability farming. You've got a disabled person who's got a wealthy family or something other. You can invoice them like 40 hours a week for the 4 weeks a month, 52 weeks a year, 4, 5, 6 years. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. It's not minimum wage. So yeah, there needs to be a plan for how this is only going to be for a period of time or something. Right? So that's kind of how things be done. It's got nothing to do with ABA. Actually, it's got everything to do with ABA, but specifically it's for any sort of therapy. Imagine if you're learning to drive and you get 40 hours of lessons in a week. Like, it's not possible for you to do you reckon you could go from not being able to drive a car to being able to drive a car in 1 week if you get 40 hours of training? Probably not, because your brain is not gonna absorb it. It's not like, you cannot crash course this shit. What are you doing, Nikki? I do think the concept of that's how driving schools are in Austria, amazing. But like, I mean, if you can do it, great. I don't know that I could do 40 hours a week of diving. I mean, well, you can't actually. That's actually not physically possible. But like, do you know what I mean? Even doing 40 hours a week of like video gaming. Could you imagine playing like a video game for 40 hours a week? Maybe. It's a lot though, hey? I mean, you're not touching grass if you're doing that. 40 hours a week of anything. 40 hours a week of like uni studies even. It's a lot. It's a full-time job. It's full-time. Doesn't include lunch, by the way. No lunch break in there. Add a lunch break, it becomes 45 hours a week if you're doing just 5 days a week. Wendy, I've not been out to the post office, but they usually tell me. So no is the answer. It hasn't. Thank you very much for sending me something. And of course, I will reiterate that you really don't need to, especially Especially right now. You must be going, you're going through a lot right now. Please don't think of me right now. It's super kind though. Super, super kind. There is my address is on the website, autisticafter40.com, if anyone wants to send anything in. But don't like stretch yourself, you know what I mean? Like don't look after yourselves. That's my point. So you see, 40 hours for one game stream. 40 hours for one stream? I mean, I have done long ass streams in the past. 40 hours? How do you do that? You have to sleep. You must be hallucinating. To be fair, sometimes when I'm high fixated on a new game, I play for 40 hours a week. That is a lot though. But that's playing a game though. That's like you're doing a thing as opposed to something being done to you. Has anyone ever here actually worked a job for 40 hours a week? And that's excluding breaks. And any travel time. It's a slog. It's really difficult. Imagine having that imposed on you as a child. The cat's gonna handle 40 hours stream easily. Yeah. You've got people literally working on you though, is my point. It's not just like the stress and trauma of the work. It's having people like they're on you. There might be games being played, but they're not the games you want to play. The people, these are on you. They're on, do you know what I mean? You have no control over it. It's like prison. Oh, Japan is mad when it comes to work. Yeah. Yeah, Japan's got to learn. Look, it's not for me to criticize their culture, but holy crap, their work culture is something else. Imagine if this work was you were the subject of that work and people are on top of you, breathing down your neck, quite literally, to suppress autistic behaviors and to change the way you are, to change the way you behave. It's something else. It's not something I've experienced, but it sounds akin to torture. I used 40 hours of working as an example of the amount of time. And now we're going to change that time from you doing a thing. Maybe you are 24/7 carer for a child. Maybe so. But the flip side is now you've actually got that directed at you. Like you are the job, as in the other people are doing. Other people are doing you for 40 hours a week, so to speak. Pardon my language. You know what I mean by it. I don't want other people to be focused on me for that amount of time in person, making me do exercises and activities with them for 40 hours a week. I'm struggling to come up with an example here. It's beyond what you're expected to do in the military. And this is done for 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. I'm just trying to get those of you that have done the hours to think about the amount of hours, but now to flip it around and put the focus light away from the work, away from the customers, away from the clients, put it on yourself. And you've got, somebody in power over you. Somebody in power over you trying to modify your behavior for 40 hours a week. Because that's their billable time. That's how they get paid. You're not the client. The client is your parents probably, but the actual subject would be you. It's hard for you to think about. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm reading the chat and we have a slight disconnect here because I think you guys are not getting what I'm putting down. The actual Tanner went through that. Hypervigilance was a result for me. Yeah, you sure? People micromanaging you for 24 hours, no autonomy, indeed. You are the work laptop. Yeah. Exactly. I'm not saying you guys don't understand me. You obviously do. You're all incredibly smart people and more than me. I'm just making the point that you describe life with an abusive husband 24/7. Yeah. It's an abusive partner situation almost. But the focus is on the 40 hours doesn't include nap time either. Yeah. Basically, where the 40 hours comes from is it basically just means all the time. Basically, 40 hours is paraphrase for all the time. 40 hours means just all the time. Pseudo parenting. In the UK, actually, there is a name for it. It's called in loco parentis. And that's Latin for basically parental responsibility. A mantle has been given to you, right? You parent the child, but actually train them. It's like dropping a dog off at doggy daycare. In fact, 40 hours a week for doggy daycare is a lot of fucking time. I don't know any fucking... Could I draw any parallels with Coles? I certainly can, Nikki. Xy Kicks, welcome. I don't know if I've made my point. Mike's fondly is like a plushie. Mike is just trying to focus on making the point, which is I think Leslie just said one word, and it's Tanner. Leslie just said the word Tanner, the name Tanner, and I'm just saying, like, when you consider Tanner's demeanor and behavior, you have to consider it in the context, in the framing of this person has been on the receiving end of incredibly intensive, all pervasive, in my opinion, probably abusive behavioral modification by multiple people. Like, one person can't do it, two people can't do it, three people can't do it, because people have lives to lead. People have to go and get something to eat. People have to sleep. They have to rest. They have to have time off. People get sick. No. 4 people maybe can do it. 5 people, it's getting a bit easier. 6 people is probably about the right number you need to do it. That's a lot. That's a lot of behavior modification. Okay, so when we see Tanner and everyone going, oh, isn't he a lovely gentleman, whatever, blah, 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 you go, yeah, well, he has been trained. Well, he has been... Yeah, so we do talk about... Sorry, I am working currently on my video on ABA therapy, and thank you very much for triggering me. I should probably ban the words, some certain words, so that I don't get triggered into wasting everybody's time with a rant. But yeah, it's a bit problematic. I say this as a registered behavior technician, by the way. Fuck my life. Do you know? Yeah, I'm an idiot, really, to be honest. I mean, kind of on one side of things, I'm trying to be a YouTuber. On the other side of things, I'm doing stupid stuff. Mike's ABA video is more elusive than the Epstein files. That's true. I've also spent more money on it than... I'm not going to add it up. At some point I will. The video has not yet been fully filmed. In fact, actually, it's probably going to be multiple part video. And not hugely long, just multi-part, because... And it needs to come out soon. I really just want to drop everything, by the way. I literally just want to drop everything and just get it out of my life. I want to disappear. I'm not suicidal. I'm just saying. I just want to disappear. I want to just go away. And I just want to go to Antarctica or something and just not emerge until it's done. I definitely am an idiot, because no other YouTuber will do this, and I genuinely mean it because it is completely irrational. They might fake it or something, but like no other YouTuber is going to do it. And I'm going to make a video. It's going to get demonetized. I'm not asking for money. There isn't, like, we're talking like a lot of money I've spent on this video. And then I drop it. And by the way, it's not going to perform well because it's not algorithm. It's not like, if I made a memes video, it would do better than a video on ABA therapy. And I also know people are going to fucking hate it. So that's all. I'm not complaining. Don't worry about me or anything like that. It's just like, it's not rational, right? A rational thing to do is to make a YouTube video every week. 5 reasons you're autistic and ADHD, shit like that. Like that works. That's what works. I know that as a YouTuber in this space. So I know if I do something that's really, you know, the more thought, the more energy I put into a video, the less well it performs. So yeah, there is that. I also have some other bigger projects as well, not started, Dent, but they're coming out next. I have a cat Onyx figurine. Oh yeah, one more thing. Every single one of you that supports me enables this to happen because it wouldn't happen any other way. It actually wouldn't happen. I'd be a software engineer. I'd just be a software engineer. So all of this is kind of in some respects on you. If I just say, if you are, if you are supporting me on Patreon, by the way, not just watching the videos, but liking them, sharing them, which is great. Actually, without that, none of it would exist. That's the bottom of the Maslow's hierarchy pyramid. But if you've supported me on Patreon, you have literally enabled this to happen. So you can literally, and I fucking mean it, you can actually take credit for the fallout that happens afterwards. Oh no, the ABA video is going to be sponsored by you guys. I'm just letting you know that the fallout, and there will be fallout. I promise you there'll be fallout. All of that is down to you. If your name, or you've said no credits, is on the end of the video, it is literally your fault. And by the way, even if you're not a current patron, but you've been a patron over the last few months, it is your fault. It is 100% you. You have funded it. You have absolutely fucking funded it. Some of your money has gone to the BCAB, by the way. So, some of your money has gone on ABA therapy. So, in some respects, some of you have funded ABA therapy. No, it's been necessary, okay? For reverse engineering purposes. It's necessary. But this is on you. So much to go. Some of you. Some of you. That's the thing to live stream on. Yeah. Sorry. No, you've not paid for it. You're not. You got no. Listen. Before we cancel me, just listen, okay? I know Pop-Up says watch videos before commenting. Which video, please? We're talking about a video that has not yet released. Nikki understands. Hopefully Nikki can explain it to everybody else. And now Mike's blaming me for destroying his software career. This is also true. I don't remember pretending the fundraising card. Yeah. So I did not put on my bingo card. Yeah, it's money for it's research, okay? Now sometimes research is ugly. All right? I just need you to know. I'm just telling you what I've done. I'm not apologizing. I'm not explaining. I'm just telling you what I did. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm an ABA therapist now. So that's Act 2. I'm sure we will enjoy that. But I think, like, I don't know. I guess I'm just forgive me. This stream has gone off the channel, off topic. I came to your channel from Autism Literally Discord channel. I don't know that. And Courtney Literally, I don't know either. Regards to both, Mystery Fox. Say hello in both directions from me. Nice to see you here. It's a pleasure. I can recommend you other autistic creators from this point too. I can point you and signpost you into more directions. It is very much investigative. All I'm trying to say is, it's just like, if I wanted to do YouTube, there is a way to do YouTube, and one of those things is not live streams. At the minute, the meta is not live streams. Every time I live, nearly every time, it's not exclusively every time. 9 out of 10 live streams, it's like got negative sub counts on the end. The modal choice for seeing an Autistic Ev live stream is to go, fuck that, I don't want this, unsubscribe. And has been for 2 years. But, you know, there are other motivations, right? Like the meta, yeah, the most efficient. I think it actually stands for tactical advantage, but like it's a video game term regarding like the most optimum way to do something. So, for example, you would say like the meta on YouTube is to make a video consistently every single week, ideally with a number in it, like 10 reasons why you could be autistic. Wendy, I think that's actually a really good idea, especially as it starts to enter the UK a bit more. At least I actually get a lot of patrons. I don't know. I kind of want to do a census and find out. I think the part of the issue is that some things are just not understood at all. I think some things are just not understood at all. Literally, I think like if you are a parent and you're looking for therapy for an autistic child, I think you're screwed. I think you're absolutely screwed. You've got no... That's Princess Polly of Fluffy Butt Castle. She's deaf. Saber is right here in front of me. Prostrate across the desk and prone. Ash, oh, okay, welcome. From a YouTube perspective, I'm trying to deliver maximum value. I'm trying to deliver you the best value that exists on the internet in this space. No question. And however I see that as happening is what I'm going to do. That's the overriding principle for the content that gets made. I'm not saying that everything is going to be amazing value, as you know. But like, oh, thank you very much, Johnson. The issue, the thing is, it really dawned on me. I was just planning on making a very simple video, and the thing that dawned on me was, if you are a parent and you're looking for ABA therapy for your child, for example, that's basically the de facto modal, most common typical entry point. How do you choose? How do you choose? Thank you, Helen. You are the kindest. How do you choose? Like, we also hear from ABA practitioners like Kaylin, for example, from Love on the Spectrum, and from her employer, Hope, and from other people. The doctor, in fact, my brain wants to call him Tarballs for some reason, but it's like that. It's like the phrase Tarballs, no disrespect meant. The ABA has changed, and it's wonderful, and it's like it's so much better now. Oh, it was terrible in the past. It was sick and abusive in the past, but now it's wonderful and affirming and helpful for autistic people and helps them thrive in the world. Okay, how do you tell the difference? And literally, this it's not possible, like to know. So the only way to find out was to find out. It's really that simple. That's why it's that's why. That's the explanation, and that's also why it's taken me so long. I'm really sorry, everyone. It's also when you finally see the videos, you're probably going to be like underwhelmed and be like, holy shit, Mike, why did he waste all of his time like this? I'm making no quality promotions here. But all I'm saying is that this is information that doesn't exist anywhere, because nobody's done it. Because either you do it and you go along with the manifesto. It's exactly like researching a secret society. You either go along with it, and then it's your job, and you don't speak about your employer in a negative way at all. Or do you know what I'm trying to say? Or you do, but then you don't have a job. So, and also, I'm not a disgruntled ex-employee. Thank you. I'm literally just trying to do my best. And I'm also quite well positioned to do it, if I'm honest with you. Yeah. In the meantime, if you see the odd memes video, just don't bear with me. That's the gist. Okay, that's how things are. What have I missed in chat? Sorry. Fran must have confessed I've kept well away from even looking at ABA stuff, maybe self-protection. So feel almost obligation to find out about it, but I'm grateful for you. Thanks. Yeah. If I'm perfectly honest with you, I would not look into it too much. Unless you're like super curious, but if you have high energy, feel free, but don't go browsing if you're feeling down at all. Don't go browsing if you're feeling down at all. Not all the wonder are lost. You also have oh, sorry. Oh, Ferret went to jump up, but my hand was there. Come here, Ferret. Look how wet she is. Look at this. Look at that. Can you see how wet that is? Stinky wet ferret. Stinky wet ferret. I know, Polly. What was I saying? Thank you for joining. You're an amazing part of the community, and you have some post, but it can't go until the post office opens up. Post to America again. When post opens up to America, your post will go, and you can make your own paper cats if you want to see Making Paper Cats live stream. Sorry, it's Not All Who Wonder Are Lost won the paper cat giveaway, which happened in the Discord. Sometimes there's a giveaway on YouTube. Sometimes the giveaway is just exclusive to members only on the Discord. You do have to be on my Patreon for that. Yeah, that's it. I've got stuff to post to the US, but I can't. It's so annoying. It's just... It's looking like multiple ABA videos actually now. It's probably going to drop as a little series. But it might not. It might just drop as one massive video. I don't know right now. I can't make a promise one way or the other. I can promise you you're getting ABA content. If you don't really know what I'm talking about, it's best not to look into it too much. Unless you're feeling like it. Like if your energy levels are high and you're like, yeah, I really want to read this, then go ahead. Like I'll give you an example. There are some movies that I am not watching. In fact, there are some movies which people have told me not to watch. And by the way, I like horror and thrillers and shit like that. But there are some things I just can't watch, or I know will take it out of me. I know they'll end up making me feel sad for days, and I can't be coping with that right now. I need my energy high, so I just don't. Right, simple as that, you know. And I'll say that about ABA. So if you don't really know much about it, I would say don't really go digging until you're in a place to do it. Like, you know, because unlike fiction, it's all real and it will make you feel quite shit. Baby Reindeer made me feel a bit strange. It was filmed in a really strange way, and obviously it had a trans kind of storyline in there, which to me, as obviously a non-trans person, felt I say respectful. I mean, like, not like overly sensual. Sensualized is the wrong word. I like how Umbrella Academy did the trans storyline with Elliot Page. That was really funny. You know how Elliot Page came out in real life and then in the film? I don't want to do spoilers, but it was just treated just like, okay, but not in a disrespectful way, like as in like a, oh, we're just a pay, but like it was done. It was really quite good. It was heartwarming. That's what I'm trying to say. I've lined up both threads on the day after. I've got Flow. I've got Okja. Those are two that people have said, hey, this got just, it's fine, but just there are others. I trust in when a neurodivergent person tells me, because then I'm like, okay. The post office has sorted now. It does, but the post office in the Isle of Man has got to catch up with the UK. So there's two steps. So as soon as the Isle of Man one does it, then we are good, and the post will go. So I'm just letting you know. There's some things that just, and I'm not being like a wuss here. I'm just talking about energy levels. Do you know what I mean? Like if I sit down and watch the movie and I'm like, life is good, it's great, whatever, blah blah. Then I'm good. But otherwise, it can really dysregulate me for ages. It's weird. It's strange. I don't intentionally want dysregulation in my free time. I forgot I was a trans person in Baby Reindeer. Yeah, there was trans person in Baby Reindeer. I thought Baby Reindeer was strange because I didn't relate to the main character in Baby Reindeer. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I don't even know if it's like entertainment. Because it's kind of like, it's almost true crime. It's almost like reality TV, but it's also contested. And there are also real people kind of named, but not named in the show. And it became a bit weird in real life afterwards with people internet sleuthing, you know, to try and find people's like social media accounts and things. It became a bit weird. So some stuff about that made me feel uncomfortable. But then again, the actual show itself, I watched it with Nina. I found the sent from my iPhone thing really funny. But that genuinely made me giggle a lot. But like, I thought the whole show was kind of sad. And it was filmed well. The cinematography was good. But yeah. But all of this stuff is fiction, right? We're talking about, it's mostly fiction. The Baby Reindeer is kind of like a true story, sort of. But like fiction, ABA is real, and if you start digging into it, it will drain you. There's no way, even if you only had like a tiny bit of empathy, you can literally be. I feel like you could even potentially have psychopathic, sociopathic tendencies, read up about ABA and go, "What the fuck?" Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, all of this is about basically about like, hey, don't look into APA if you're not. But all you need to know is that sometimes parents have autistic children, and younger and younger and younger. There's a massive industry. It's multi-billion-dollar industry. In the US, it's a massive industry. In the US, it is industrialized like so much. And you've got charities feeding into it. You've got places like Autism Speaks that are like, hey, we can screen for autism younger and younger and younger and younger. And then we can signpost you to therapeutic services. And those therapeutic services go, come here and we'll make you spend loads of money. And they'll sell this weird dream, like selling supplements or something. But these are like 40-hour-a-week supplements that are super expensive and can harm your child. And then the industry says, oh, we've changed. We're not terrible anymore. We're not human rights abuse anymore. We're not like abusing children anymore. We're good now. And they have adopted tons of stuff from like occupational therapy. They've adopted speech therapy. None of these things are ABA, by the way. You'll often hear ABA proponents on the internet talking about all of the cool things that they do, but those cool things they just stole from somewhere else. I'm just telling you that right now, okay, for free. Not a free YouTube video, but you know, it's just like, yeah, cool. Oh, occupational therapy. Oh, cool. How do we adapt the environment to help this person thrive? Yeah, that's from a different. That's not behaviorism. Occupational therapy is not behaviorism. Speech therapy, that's not behaviorism either. Okay. So it's all about like masking and shit. But and then you have an industry that's kind of geared up to kind of keeping people as incompetent as possible. That's my hot take for you. Okay. Because if the drama is someone has quote unquote tantrums when they're getting dressed, all right, cool. Well, there's a 40-hour-a-week fucking service you can sell for years there. Billions of dollars, billions and billions and billions of dollars. 2-figure billions a year in the US. That's a lot of money, by the way, if you didn't know. Sarcasm. No, it's more than that. It's something else. But proponents do argue certain benefits to it. For example, this is not my words, okay? But this is the I might save this for a YouTube video just to make sure my words are accurate as fuck. I might read it off a script. Something along the lines of, if you are a black person and you're in the US and you're stimming in public and the police get called, bad things can happen. So let's help you not do those natural human autistic behaviors so that you don't end up having a negative encounter with law enforcement. That is a genuine argument that is made for APA. It really rubs me up the wrong way, that does. It sounds like some of these 2-figure billions could be spent educating law enforcement. But whatever, there are bigger issues at play here. But my point is that there are proponents as well. There are people that say it's a good thing and it can save lives. Okay? So anyway, there you go. So there's an awful lot going on right now. And I really shouldn't be dropping little bits of it. I should be just making the fucking video and moving on. But at some point, I probably just need to put my head down and just do YouTube. Like, just do YouTube. Then another core value of mine, I'm just communicating my values to you all. That's the entertainment for today. It's just that whatever I do in life has to be, I'm not saying whatever I do in life like I'm some sort of fucking monk, but like, it's got to be sustainable. I want to keep doing this. And the only way I can keep doing this is to do it my way. It's really as simple as that. And if I want to do YouTube, I'm just going to get burnt out. Mike, you should make a video series. I tried ADHD medication and this is what happened. Well, hi Chanuka. That may or may not be on the list. That may or may not be on the list. You're reading my video backlog, aren't you? Because that seems to be a very good idea. That seems to be a very good idea. Let's move on. Juju, the reason why I haven't done the half-hour ad break for tea is because I have a flask of tea in it. So I haven't needed to get tea. So because I haven't needed to get tea, I haven't done it. But we should do a 2-minute break. Let's do a 2-minute break. Mike Sinatra. What's the Sinatra about? I should hack your online list. You'd all be welcome to it. If any of you want to hack my list, if you want to add to it, feel free. You could organize it for me. You could be like a white hat, neuroaffirming hacker, autistic, with a strong organizational streak. Oh, I did it my way. Of course, yeah, exactly. It's as simple as that. I've just got to do things in a way that's consistent and true to who I am, and the only way I can do it is by doing it like this. But I know that it's not optimum for growing on YouTube. Does that make sense? So yeah, let's do a 2-minute break. But if you ever wondered why you were sneakily cheating, yeah, it's true. But if you ever wondered why I do sometimes things the way I do, and maybe why other content creators don't, or whatever, or why they do things that I don't do, or whatever, those are my reasons. That's why. Mike tries random stimulants. Mike rolls around in catnip. Mike, there's some things that cannot even be said on YouTube. To be honest with you, you've got to be so careful regarding community standards. It's less of an issue with Patreon videos. I'm just doing a little plug there, little Patreon plug. I know that's on some of your bingo sheets, but yeah, because making a Patreon video is kind of less stressful because I know if I fuck up the edit or say things that YouTube necessarily doesn't like, I don't have to be so careful with my words. I don't have the Google police over my shoulder. That's so much better. That's so nice for me to do. But obviously you can't get discovered on Patreon. That's just a bonus for members. Yeah, but Vinci, I get emails from sponsors every day. That is my prevailing email is sponsored adverts, sponsored content. That is my prevailing inbox shit. And I just delete it all. Your autistic doctor do that. Okay, cool. Or Silvervine, yeah. Silvervine is less stinky for humans, I think, personally. I just like that you don't yell. The thing is, Didi goes, yeah, I do. There's just a compressor on. So if I'm really quiet, you don't hear it as quiet. And if I'm really loud, you don't hear it as loud. I compress my voice. That's what all this shit is about. It's for compression. So that you don't, it's so that you can hear quiet things like cat purring or whatever. You can hear quiet stuff. And then the loud stuff doesn't hurt your ears. I definitely do make noise. Yeah, but eventually, so do I. I genuinely would work with them. I drink so much of their product. Or Oatly. Balesa were lovely with me. To be frank, I was not a customer of theirs. It's not like, hey, this is a long time business that I've bought lots of things from. It was like, this is going to be like really funny. This is going to be cool. This is a good fit. This will work. There's some ad emails that's okay, but not for your audience. Yeah, sure. There's all the usual ones. Like VPNs, for example. I possibly could do a VPN one at some point, maybe. Yorkshire tea. I have Yorkshire tea decaf too. Yeah, I switched to that at about 3 o'clock in the morning. In the UK, you can report as the advertising strategy. Don't report me to the advertising strategy agency. I have to comply with the Advertising Standards Agency requirements, as well as the flipping American version. Basically, everything has to be disclosed, etc., etc. Tom's got me a VPN video about turning down sponsor. Interesting. I guess I've turned down a lot. In fact, to be honest, my only sponsored content was for charity. So I will do the charity donation video soon. Lady Fantastic. So you were live and wanted to stop by and say hello. Formally diagnosed with ADHD 2 months ago. 2 months ago! Congratulations on the autism. I have no cake here, but have some cake. Incogni. I do actually use Incogni. I have literally paid to use Incogni. What else have I used? Ground News. Ground News. I don't use the news in my videos that much, do I? Ground News I thought was quite useful, especially if you don't know about like political leanings of media outlets and biases. But once you know what the political leanings and biases are, you sort of know, don't you? Like when you know that like the Telegraph is right leaning, and you know that, for example, the Guardian is left leaning, and then you go, okay, well, and now I know. Thank you. Just let me know. But Ground News is quite good for sort of, it kind of collates it all, so you can search for one topic and it will search them all, and then give you a nice little chart about who's reporting it, right and left. But you can kind of guess. You can kind of guess, like, Incogni or Delete Me, I think, is the other one. I don't have any experience of it. You can use them. You don't need like a subscription. You can just kind of like use them once, so to speak, as in like get them for a little while. They'll send all of the emails out to all of the data brokers and stuff. And what's really frustrating is that some data brokers refuse to remove your personal data. Everyone's plugging Ground News right now. Yeah, Ground News offer good sort of like sponsors, affiliates and things. I can give you a Ground News affiliate if you want. If anyone here wants Ground News, I can get you 50% off a Vantage plan. You want it? Let me know. Just tag me in the chat and I'll go dig it out for you during the break. So that's kind of my point. It's like just trying to make YouTube work, and there are I've got to pay my bills. So there's kind of, there are realities there, especially as I'm no longer a software engineer. Well, I am a software engineer, but I'm not gainfully employed software engineer. I'm now a YouTuber. So you can expect to see a lot more of me, but yeah, this year has been horrible. We have another autism diagnosis. Oh, everybody's getting diagnosed with autism these days. Sarcasm. Congratulations. What was your username? Enchiladas. Enchiladas? Or am I just hungry? Is it G enchiladas? It looks like enchiladas to me. Excuse me, 1 second. Yeah, enchiladas. Autistic enchiladas. I think I'd prefer the cake, if I'm honest with you. But enchiladas is fine. We do, for those of you that are new, we do like a 2-minute break, usually every half an hour. So ads don't run on my live streams except for when we do the 2-minute breaks. What that means is you don't have to watch them. You can go get yourself a cup of tea, some water, juice, whatever. Wash your hands, go to the loo, whatever. Just ads might play. You may as well hang around. I'm going to be gone. I'm going to go stretch my legs and wash my hands. So yeah, 2 minutes, 120 seconds ish. I'll see you then. Oh, meanwhile, there is like an advert here of like cool things that are on the Patreon. I do want to say Patreon's even better now.
I like
ignore him.
rusty spoons.
Ignore him. He's not here. I can't scroll through my... Hang on. Wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, ads might play. Just ignore them or whatever. Or maybe the good ads. I don't know. YouTube's shouting at me to insert ads. Patreon's even better than tiers on the screen. I just haven't updated them in ages, so work with me on that. I mean, look how young the kittens are on that hydrate sticker. Look how young they are. So young.
This a pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun. Be the cat in the sun. Set aside every empty spreadsheet line and loosen up on the grind. Simmer down, settle back and mess around. Be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone. Be the cat in the sun.
Has it been 2 minutes?
Be the cat.
Are we on like a... Is this looped? Could you let me know, please? It's looped, hasn't it? Have you seen like the 20-second countdown or whatever? No? Is it one? No idea. Okay. I think it's looped. I think, yeah, I'm with you because
Stretch out,
what should have happened? Okay.
lean back,
Okay.
be the cat.
Be the ferret in the field. Oh, ferret. Look at her tails, Poofy. Look at her tails like a toilet brush. Look at her tail. Look at her tail. Look at her tail. Okay, don't sit down. You're supposed to show your tail to people. It's pretty. Pretty ferret. Oh, I've got a lap ferret. I've got an Anna ferret. This is the small one. This is the wild child. Okay. Gone. She's gone. She's there now. She'll come back in a minute. She'll come back. She had poofy. She must have had a scared little moment. No, don't eat that. It's... Ferret, yeah. Ferret. Okay, I got you. I will present you with a cat. Ferret. She's wild. Tosca. Tosca. Tosca's like, no. Tosca's no, she's dry now. She washed. She had a shower. Tosca is... we get the correct end of the cat. I'm sorry about Larry last week. I apologize for his impropriety, his inappropriateness. Actually, it's quite difficult because the camera's there, but my screen is here. So, oh, Tosca. Don't scuttle. Because you're beautiful. Tosca, don't. Why are you being frightened? Tosca. Tosca. Yeah. Tosca's gone behind where all the wires are. This could be bad. This don't bite anything back there, please. Hello everyone. When I actually get happy, I'll try to set dominance to say bog brushed. Yes, exactly. Plugged the toaster in and wondered why the tea wasn't ready. Yeah, that's funny. I also hate boiling the kettle and realizing there's just not enough water in there. Are you a ferret or a Tosca? Ferret. Ferret, Tosca. They've literally run off together. I really want to pick Tosca up. I think Tosca's like, I do not want to be picked up. I saw what you did with Anna. I don't want that for myself. No, I'm serious. Because she's like, no, don't, not me, no. Don't give you permission. What's happening? Oh, right, yeah. Okay. We've had... Oh, I left my phone. Okay, I don't have my phone. Bugger. It just had like some new autism stuff in it, which now you're not going to hear because it's on my phone. So it was to do with ADHD. You're not going to hear it because it's on my phone. It's not here. It's over there. Wasn't that interesting news? Interesting ADHD news. Heating the reservoir, just press the button. Nice. No, there's ADHD news. Oh, you have ADHD test tomorrow. Good luck. Set a timer. Melanie. Set 2 timers. And label the timers. You got this. You'll be fine. Just remember the timers. Set an alarm. Set a 3rd alarm. And a 4th alarm. That's some professional advice. That is some professional advice for you to set a timer. How to ADHD is an awesome channel. Yeah, How to ADHD seem pretty good. I've seen some clips, some bits from their videos. They seem really well put together and produced. The opposite of my content. No, I don't think that's fair to say. Yeah, they're really well done. Yeah, they make good things. I'm sure, you know. I have seen no issues. Having said that, by the way, flip side, there will counterpoint to that. I don't know. I don't want to say TikTok because it's not really TikTok. It's just short form videos. There's a lot of like really weird, not very accurate stuff on social media and short form. And I'm not sure why that is. I'm not even sure if I'm right. I suspect I am. I wouldn't be sharing it otherwise. And I just wonder if that's to do with the fact that it's short form and therefore almost encourages a certain style of content, which is quite information poor, or not. I don't know. But there's, yeah, it's definitely not great. Hey ho. But yeah, anyway, thanks, Jansen. That video is a weird one for me because I feel like a lot of cringe watching it, but I stand by everything I've said. I just wish I'd produced it better. But then the flip side is I did as good as I could do at the time. So there it is. It's a product of its time. It just exists. And I stand by it 100%. And I wished I'd done it differently. And I wished I'd said different things. And I wish, but it's accurate. It's 100% accurate. And thank you very much. You're super kind. And it really feels weird and vulnerable posting something like that on the internet as well. Like really, it's kind of, it's not me. Like it is me, but it's not, it's hard to explain. So those of you who don't know me, it's not posting stuff online. What the fuck? You obviously don't see. It's a strange side that you see because obviously you see you see me when I'm making content, but like actually I'm quite private. It is, yeah. It's completely authentic. It's been edited bad. I don't think it's bad editing. I rushed it basically. You're not seeing multiple takes in that video. It's just it is what it is. It just is. There's no. It doesn't have multiple takes. It just is. And I know there's stuff I wished I'd said, and I talk more, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I stand by it. It's just odd. True that, Kitty. Although I don't think it's like my views are changing. It's just that. It's just, if we talk about cringe for a second, cringe is this really strange thing where it feels cringy because I look back on my older videos and think, I don't like the way I look, the way I sound, the way I'm saying things. I don't like it. Then the flip side of the matter is you also have to not give a shit about the cringe. Life is dirty anyway. Just do it anyway. And then if you want to like make stuff that you subjectively think is not cringe, then you just have to do the cringy stuff, because if you don't, then you can't. It's a tautology. You have to do the cringe in order to do better. But then again, who says things are cringe? Is it not internalized bullying? Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's complicated. It's weird. Like, fuck cringe. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you only think things are cringe because you think culturally you're going to be judged, you're going to be bullied, people are going to say mean things, or they're going to think, you know, and these are not good values, these are not good feelings. This is just It's an internalized programming. And it might not make you feel happy, but in order to do the thing that you think will make you feel happy, in order to go on that adventure, you have to do the cringe. And you just have to... Fuck the cringe. Fuck the cringe. Honestly, just... So what? Cringe is like a shame. Yeah, cringe is basically a shame response. Yeah. Why? Why? I feel cringe watching my first 90 videos, 80 videos. Like, I really do. It makes me feel awkward and embarrassed to watch them. I don't, by the way, disagree with what I'm saying or what I'm presenting or what I'm trying to communicate. So it's not about values changing. It's specifically, and I'm not saying values can't change, they can, but not core values. Core values stay you throughout life, in my opinion. But it's like, yeah. I get it. I spent half my life on stage and still cringe every time I see myself. Yeah. Don't kill the part of you that's cringe, kill the part of you that cringes. Yeah. Fuck yes. I feel so incredibly... Can you nap for both of us, TJ, please? I just... Keep reminding yourself that those vids are giving value to so many people. I just... Growing up undiagnosed is ABA light. Yeah. Cringe is this weird internalized shame thing. And I can't even tell you what it's about specifically. It's a strange sort of embarrassment. It's really weird. It kind of goes along with imposter syndrome a little bit. They're cousins. You know, who are you to, like, say for example, say you're an artist, you're making music or something. It's like, who are you to make music? Or you don't sound as good as so-and-so. This is what you think, what you're saying to yourself internally, you know, or you're making art, you know, visual art, or you're drawing or whatever. And it's like, oh, I'm not as good, or this isn't the vision I had, or blah, 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 blah. You can probably promise yourself that you may make the cringe videos 10 years. Exactly. You can also challenge yourself. Imposter syndrome can be challenged, by the way. I don't have an answer for this. For cringe, I'm like, fuck cringe. But honestly, I don't have an answer for it. Imposter syndrome, I do. Not with respect to neurodiversity, but with respect to things like your work or your output or anything you make or write or say or do or perform or whatever. You can challenge imposter syndrome. You can challenge it. You can 100% challenge it. But cringe? It's like a monster. It's really weird. You have one beautiful life, infinitely valuable, and you have a cringe monster inside your brain telling you to not do this. There are real people who will tell you that. There are real people who in your life that will tell you. There are strangers that will tell you horrible things. This is true. But internalized, we have this horrible cringe, and I can't help it. I watch my own videos, and I can't even say it's RSD. RSD is a good example of another one of the four sort of horsemen of the apocalypse, along with imposter syndrome and this internalized shame. I lost force. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Self-esteem is so cringe. Yeah. And I mean, there are things that are, you know, embarrassing or people, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, sure. Now move on. Now let's get on. But the internal bully gaze, that's an interesting way of looking at it. Hey, Vicky, that's really good. I like that. It's a good way to think about it. In fact, in terms of that, You've hit on something that's pretty close to Casey Davis's Housekeep Household Drowning, and I apologize that video is taking a very long time to make. Yeah, basically, it's so weird. I feel like I should be in full control of myself at all times. Like I should be able to, do you know what I mean? It's not a realistic expectation perhaps, but it just feels like you should be able to have full control of yourself. It's like when people say, oh, pull yourself up by your bootstraps or just snap out of it or whatever. It's like, well, it's a nice idea. Why didn't I think of that? Let me just go grab my snap out of it button and press it. You know, it's like, you know, but yeah, the internal cringe thing is very strange. Making videos on YouTube, you'll confront it, but it doesn't solve it. It's still there. It definitely is a form of perfectionism. I feel this way about all my earlier content, but I don't disagree with what I'm saying, and that's why the videos are still there. Otherwise, I would just delete them, I guess. But like I Layla, the solution to getting a nice picture of yourself. I mean this. I'm genuinely going to share this one with you because it's something I've discovered over the last year. Is you take a fuckload. That's how you do it. You take a shitload of pictures of yourself, and one of them will be good. And I don't mean to say like it's because of you or whatever, blah, blah. It's how you feel. It's all about how you feel to yourself. When I take pictures for like my YouTube thumbnails, there's like 50 of them, and I'll choose like 1 or 2 or 3, and then I'll be like, okay, this one works with that video. It's strange, but you know, it does work. If you want a solution to it. Lady Fantastic, possibly. Yeah, possibly. Or is it cringe internal gaslighting? Definitely. Being on video is next level. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But also, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same shit. Photos are such torture, but volume is the answer. It's true. Yeah. And being on video and having it recorded is strange. You will kind of get used to it eventually. Like it is a thing you can sort of kind of get used to. But that still doesn't stop the cringe. Like you watch it back and you'll be like, oh, I'm now cringing. I just think it's a weird thing to think about and a weird thing to deal with. We all have to deal with it in one way or another. We all feel that way about stuff. It's kind of linked to perfectionism. It's kind of linked to imposter syndrome. Kind of linked to that internalized bullying voice. It's kind of linked to internalized shame. None of this stuff is good. It needs to be fucking expunged. Honest to God. Like, I just, like... Cats don't have it! Saber doesn't know what I'm talking about. I've internalized the why can't you just, it's been so productive yet I still have it. Yeah. Yeah. The other weird thing is as well, is you can kind of like start looking out at people and going, I think I've got an idea what you've internalized there. But like internalized messaging, I suppose it can be good. You can have some sort of like, it's predominantly neutral or negative though, isn't it? It's like generally speaking. The set of possible values or possible options. That's a really good idea there, Charlie. That's a really nice thing for you to do. Take some pictures of yourself for you. If it's any consolation, there are basically no photos of me from 14 to 19. Like, except for high school photographs. Do you know what I mean? Like an annual picture. There's nothing of me at all. Most of my photos from that time come from one day, and it was on the final day of school, where some people in my class brought in disposable cameras, and I'm in quite a few of those pictures. That's it. And I've used some of those pictures in my content. I don't have anything else, and it was before smartphones, so you know you actually had to want a picture to say go on back then. So from dating myself, many of you will understand me. You know, you have a camera, or even a disposable one has like a little plastic, you know, you have to move. Okay, right. Okay, everyone, I'm on number 20 now. This means we've only got 2 more left. And then you have to pay to get them developed, and you have to, you know what I mean? No one, you can't look on the back and see what you've taken. Oh no, that didn't come for a little while later. Yeah, the concept of going, oh, look at that picture I've just taken. Isn't that cool? Yep, no, that was nothing. So yeah, it was, there's not much. And then later on in life, there was a bit more of me, but like mostly I was the one taking pictures rather than like being in them. Selfies wasn't a thing. And selfie culture never hit me at all at any point. So yeah. And then now I do content creation. So like there are more photos of me now in a week than there have been in my entire like adolescence and like my 20s and 30s all put together. All put together. Isn't that weird? See, you have no idea where life will take you. You have no idea. You have no idea where life will take you. You have no idea. All you can do is make the best decision with the information that you have right now. And wonder what's happened in the alternative universe where you did the different thing. and then you can spend the rest of your life stressing about, oh fuck's sake, I should have done the other thing. Because that would obviously have been better. Sarcasm. Yeah. Why do we torture ourselves like this? Why do we torture ourselves like this? Why do we do it? Why do we do it? But yeah, it's a bit weird. The content creation thing. I don't know, I think I'll get better at it over time. But still I'm doing things that are not the right thing to do to grow YouTube. Which is weird. Yeah, like you understand what I'm trying to say, right? But then if I'm putting out a bloody 5 reasons you might be... I did, by the way, I made a weekly video. I made more than a weekly video for like 18 months. I made like 100 videos, pretty much more than one a week, because it wasn't 100 weeks since starting my YouTube channel. It was like 18 months. That's long form. Nothing, not lives or anything. Yeah, education years, you really do get a lot of photos. The smartphones are a big thing now. I think it would be strange to take my picture in a group. Like, it would be a weird experience. Like, when I say weird, I mean like it would become like memorable. Like, oh, I've just taken a selfie with people. Like, strange, right? I'm trying to go work over to you. Yeah. And I could just carry on. I could carry on doing that. But then the bigger projects wouldn't happen. And life happened. In 2025, I probably would still be doing the same thing if life didn't go awry in 2025. If it wasn't for 2025, like a train in January, pretty much getting smacked on the side of the head. Then yeah, I'd probably be just chucking videos out. Like the internet needs more videos. You know what I mean? Like, is that really my contribution to this planet? Is to make a 5 things video every week? I don't know. I just... Do you know what I mean? I've got the wrong attitude here, I think. But that is my attitude. I wonder if masking involved in being observed on YouTube be more like when I race motorcycles and being watched no problem, or if people like watching face part and fail. I think the deal is this. You have different sides to your life. I'm not saying you're a different person in different contexts. But you have different sides to you. You have, and I don't just mean like the onion ring sort of thing in one dimension, like your personal life, private life, and then your family life, friends, whatever, blah, 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 public life. But I actually mean regarding different contexts. So when friends and family have come across my YouTube channel and then have seen me in that context, you know, they've either ignored it because they're embarrassed or something. I guess they've got their own internalized things they're dealing with. Because I don't give a shit if they want to say, hey, I've seen one of your videos. Like, it used to shock me. I remember getting in touch with other YouTubers and going, how do you deal with this? And for some weird, bizarre reason, most other YouTubers haven't had... Why are people from the past not finding my colleagues on YouTube? Like, what's going on? Why is it just me where school friends that I've called misfits previously rock up on live streams? Why is it just me where like neighbors, like my old neighbors, find my YouTube channel and comment on my videos or whatever? Why doesn't that happen to other autism YouTubers? What? So yeah, but you do have these different aspects of yourself, right? So, you know, so someone that knows me really, really well, watching one of my videos, will think, oh, that's really strange. Or Mike is like, oh, I didn't realize Mike sounds like that, or Mike talks like that, or Mike presents like that. Because people don't see that side to me. Nothing to do with the island. Hi, Snooker. Nothing to do with the island. This is not people from the Isle of Man. Yeah, it's not people from the Isle of Man. It's people from like my old life. Like, the fuck is that about? I mean, specifically, I'm looking at the other autistic YouTubers here because I'm like obviously talking to them at like, hey, and they don't necessarily relate. They relate a bit, like, oh, you know, oh, so and so, my family member, whatever, blah blah blah. And it's like, no, not that. I mean, someone you haven't seen for 30 years. That sort of thing. This is Emma. I have a platinum cat handling certificate. Hello. Yeah. So I'm just answering that question from here anyway. It's basically, you have different sides to you. You have the side that you're at maybe with your board game friends, or you're at the side with your online gaming friends, or whatever. You literally have all these different sides to you, and all of them are you. They're all you. Kind of makes sense. Does that make sense? It's true though. Please don't play you guys in platinum. Emma looks like she understands me. Yeah, I haven't spoken to anyone from school since I left either. I only want to start a YouTube channel. Gonna say this though. This is interesting, right? So basically what I was saying is I'd often give a story from my school time and talk about, you know, not talking in school, not having any friends. Obviously you have to speak for that to be a thing. And I'm not speaking in terms of like a non-speaking way. I'm speaking in terms of a speak and get bullied way. And I eventually found a group of misfits. I mean, literally misfits. De facto misfit group. And I fell in with them, and they were all lovely. And they are, in my opinion, and I'm not trying to do a diagnosing people thing here, They were all very neurodivergent. Before neurodivergent was even a term. We're talking decades before neurodivergence really took off as a term. So is it any surprise that one may find my channel at some point? I don't think that's unlikely in the grand scheme of things, right? I think that's almost fate. I have ADHD medication conversation coming in the future, but right now there's a number of topics I'm approaching, and I'm wrapping up the planning phase of my ABA video. And when I say I do want it gone, but there is going to be a season of ABA. It's not going to be a long, drawn-out season. I can promise you that. But there will be a lot of content. And Patreon is going to have a lot of content on it. In fact, I've made a bloody mind map. I appear to be a mind map guy. Listen, I was trying to find one of my videos, okay? I was trying to find one of my videos to get a link to put in the video description of a different video. And I thought, so I just went Google and I typed autistic AF. Do you know what came up? In the search list that people search for. They search for autistic AF mind map. I'm the mind map guy. I'm the mind map guy. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. So yeah, you know, there's obviously a mind map, but that's not a mind map which was meant for public consumption, but you guys could enjoy it. You can actually learn to become an ABA therapist just by using my mind map. You could literally, there is enough on there for you to do an entire registered behavior technician course. Like, it's all there. Like, all of it. No copyright infringement. It's just, there's enough in there. More than enough. In fact, most of the stuff on there, they don't teach you. They just gloss over it. It's a day one thing where they go, you might have heard. Let's talk about the history of behaviorism. Ivar Lovaas gets coughed over. Gay conversion therapy is never mentioned. Electric shocks are never mentioned. Convulsives. Aversives are mentioned, obviously. They're not really, they're frowned on now. Aversives are frowned on, but they are allowed. Did you know that? Aversives are still allowed. Probably just have to put a line in a risk assessment somewhere, but they're allowed. You can use aversives. Map guy. Map. I need you to have better technology, Helen. I just need you to. You deserve it. More than anyone I know. Oh yeah, aversives, yeah. Aversives are still allowed. Discouraged but allowed. Is it you making that noise or me? I'm shaking I'm bouncing my legs, right? But there's this weird kind of like noise happening. I think it was Maisie making that noise. You created the mind map monster. It's appeared a couple of times and then took a life of its own online. Yeah, I know. Do you want to know what's really, really funny? That's private. The mind map was literally a private mind map that I made while processing the idea that I might be autistic. Privately. Like, no fucker, no one on this planet, not even Nina, knew about the mind map. Like, that was just me. That's just private. I just thought, actually, now I'm looking at it with fresh eyes. There's an awful lot of people in this position. Might be useful for people. That was all. Like literally, and then I became mind map guy. What the fuck? That was just private. Like, that was so private. It's unbelievably private. I'm just like making this private little mind map. And then there's shit on there that I disavow. I'm not saying the opinions on that mind map I hold, okay? That's how I felt at the time, all right? It's just opinions. I'm so glad you liked it now. And I'm so glad you did. And I've seen people's mind maps because people send me mind maps. I used to think mind maps were shit, by the way. I used to literally, like, I remember learning about them in college, and I remember just thinking, oh, that's just shit. That's a waste of fucking time. Actually, I just need you to all know this. I don't mean to list the things wrong when I was about 16. I found it a while ago, and 80% of it is just autism. Exactly, Charlie. Exactly. I see what you're trying to say. And you kept showing a lot of my maps on Patreon. Yeah. So I just do it now. But it's also really helpful. Put it this way. You want to start collecting information like you're in some old detective thing with all of the pictures on the wall with lots of pieces of string, and you can do it without any wall or pictures or string. Yeah, there is. Not sponsored, and in fact, I should probably reach out to the developer and get a discount code or something. And it is actually not expensive; it's quite affordable. The one I use is called Simple Mind. There is a free version. There is also a pro version with a lot more features, obviously, but the free version is usable, and it's cross-platform. It's on everything, and I really like it. Just to let you know, I'm also known among some people as, oh yeah, the mind map. So mind maps are kind of interesting. But anyway, I've got all my ABA training stuff on the mind map. I've got so much on my map. What I need is to tell the developer of Simple Mind that I've referred a shitload of people and need a discount code for people. It's not expensive though. It is actually priced, in my opinion, reasonably. I think it's really reasonable software, and it's really well done, and it's quite stable, and it's quite pretty. Free version wasn't that zoomable. Yeah, there's a few drawbacks to the free version, but it's good enough for a lot of things, and you can still save stuff. It's not like it's free but you can't save or whatever. Strings of photos are just crafter's mind map. Yeah, basically. I do have my maps on paper. Yeah, me too. I draw, I scribble, etc., etc. But like, when it comes to, I don't know if I've got one I can show you. I don't think I have. There's stuff in here I can't show you, but yeah. There's mini ones in there. Nothing crazy though. Well, my mind map for the Blessed video was done on paper, actually. In fact, I still have a lot of uncut footage from that video. My intention is to post it behind the scenes on Patreon. I do have more content for it. 2 hands, limited time, plus executive dysfunction issues. And right now I've just got so much on. And I feel terrible because I actually want to do this stuff more than anything. But it's like, leave up. Welcome to life. Hello, came in very late. Just want to say hello or watch the replay later. Thank you, Mike. Really appreciate your channel. And thanks to all of you here. B, nice to meet you, B. Thank you very much for popping in. I was just reading your username there. B is a lot easier to say. Thank you very much for your kind words. It's super kind of you. I'm really glad you found the channel helpful. Makes me super happy. I just, like... Thank you. Yeah, we'll be doing on the subject of Discord. We'll be doing our Discord after party fairly soon. Yeah, this particular live stream might be worth a replay. I don't know. It's a bit waffly. What did we do in this live stream? What? Other than waffle. I can't remember any of it. I just can't. Sorry. A Robotic Factory is basically a Half-Life but with crafting and building a multiplayer. Last game you recommended me, I still haven't played yet. Thank you. But I still haven't played it yet. I'm hoping this Christmas time to do a little bit more gaming. That'd be good. Cringe. We talked about cringe. ABA. T. Oh, boats. Long boats, not long boats. Canal boats. Cats, Kitty, thank you. Yes, the post office. Your way. Oh, that's funny. Funding ABA. Please don't focus on the funding ABA bit. It's true, it happened, but let's try not to think about it, everybody. Okay, just try not to think about it. I'm just being full disclosure. The smallest possible amount of money went in that direction. Okay, I'm just letting you know. It was the smallest possible amounts of... It's the only way. It's the only way. All of this is the wrong way to do YouTube, by the way. The correct thing to do is to hype it and then just drop the video. Not mention it and then 6 months later still be mentioning it. But it will be out before the Epstein papers. No, it'll actually be out soon. It's not going to be long. I've got everything I need now. I no longer need anything. I now have everything I need. With respect to the video. Oh man. You know when you like look at the world and you go, or anything, just look at something smaller. Before GTA 6. Yes. Yes, you're going to get the ABA video before GTA 6. And that includes... that's actually not going to be that difficult, actually. But yeah, beating GTA 6 is actually an easy barrier. But yes, yeah, before GTA 6. I actually became an ABA therapist before GTA 6. That was the hard bit because that was just not fun. Some of the psychology was interesting and actually had applications that I think are useful, but that was probably be about 5% of it. And I would say like 20% of it is just listening to how kind of like fucked up autistic people are. That was kind of like the worst part. I'm making the numbers a fraction up. I don't know. It was just not nice. And I can see that they're trying, you know, like I can see how much worse it would have been in the past, and how far they've come. But it still feels like I would just disband it all and just have another go. Honestly, I close it down and just have another go. Stop. Just. You've got it all wrong, guys. Spend some of that 40 hours a week on the adults. You know what I mean? Like help them out, give them parenting skills. Do you know what it's like being a new parent? You don't know shit. Like you literally don't. I'm like, where's the fucking manual? Like a flyer from the NHS is like, you know, caring for your new baby type of thing. You know, a little bag full of like baby products and you know, like get you through your first few days. You know what I mean? Like some guidance, you know, maybe a follow-up call with a nurse or something like that, you know. But basically, it's like you're on your own. I would have happily taken a bit of parenting kind of like guidance, you know, a little bit of help, or even just a few hours so that, you know, can fucking sleep and stuff, you know. Just stuff like that, just practical stuff. Some shopping, go and get some shopping. I mean, fucking hell, like some of the ABA therapy should just be fucking Deliveroo. It should just be Uber Eats. Like some of it should just be like, new parents, here's some shit that you're gonna need. You don't know it yet, but some of the shit you need. Some of it can be sponsored stuff from companies, you know, that hope that you keep buying them, whatever. Just like here's shit, his resources, his like money, time, energy, health. Make sure you're looking after your health, you know. Make sure you've got all that, you know. Whatever. I'm just pulling shit off the top of my head. Just like helping. It's all about kind of like helping and enabling. Training as well. Some of that training could be done before the baby arrives. Training, parental, you know. I don't even mean like neonatal shit. I just mean like whatever. ABA training could be more occupational therapy based than it, to the point where it doesn't even need to be called ABA, does it? It doesn't really need to be behaviorism. Do we need behaviorism for autistic people? So the argument is kind of like, you've got profound autism, so these people really need it because they've actually got the autism. You guys don't have the autism. You're just neurodifferent rather than these people that actually have the autism. And then, you know, for those people that quote unquote actually have the autism, TM, that actually isn't a diagnostic label, but, you know, a lot of people pretend it is because it makes them feel better. Okay, what are we doing? Are you trying behavioral modification, or are we just trying to keep people alive and safe? What are we doing? How are we helping these people? Why is the focus always on the disabled person or the autistic person of whatever support level having to change? And I mean, some of it, yeah, sure. I mean, you know, you've got self-interest behaviors and they need to be diverted. They need to be managed. Sometimes people just need to be watched 24/7. I get it. My family works in that area. I get it. I really do. I hear stories every day. What do you... I don't mean when I say this, like literally, but, you know, I'd love to see them try 40 hours a week on someone with profound intellectual disability. Behaviorism training. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. There's no funding for that. There's no money for that. It's just like, what are you doing? The noise online you have to separate from reality. And the reality is in some respects so much worse. I've had professional care is regularly beaten up by autistic patients, yeah. Not just autistic, by the way, FYI. Some people have got really, really complicated, really complex needs. Really, really complex needs. And they need to have a flat or an apartment rented for them for life. That's an awful lot of money. And they need 2-3 staff members with them. Actually, not all time, depending. It all depends, right? Some people need to have that level of support. That money needs to be... That money kind of exists, though. I hate to say it. It kind of exists. And a lot of that money is being spent by parents trying to behaviorally optimize their autistic children. It probably shouldn't. It should probably be spent on supporting people meeting their support needs. Their support needs are not magic. You see frustration on all sides. Oh, 100%. You certainly can. It really, it's absolutely the case. Absolutely. And there's some things that absolutely shouldn't be happening. We're talking in US-wise, tens of billions of dollars a year spent on training out autistic behaviors. It's difficult, right? It's difficult. Really, really difficult. None of that needs to happen, really. But, you know, like one person on the internet, or YouTube channel talking about it versus, you know, mega gala industry is quite difficult. There is nothing available for autistic adults. In fact, it specifically regarding ABA, is ABA with autistic adults is not really a thing that happened. Notable exception for intellectual disability. I think part of the issue there, Jansen, is that the whole level thing, which I know we do talk about levels and whatever, but there's no such thing as levels. The whole kind of like levels conversation, all of it is gatekeeping. Literally all of it. There's like subreddits which are like, I am level 2. This is for level 2s only. This is for level 3s only. This is for level... I don't think there's a level 1s only, but there's an awful lot of like... And it's really, really strange. It doesn't actually matter, by the way. It's irrespective of your support needs. Who gives a fuck about your support needs? I mean that in a... There's literally no support. There is the third sector, so there's charities that require formal autism diagnoses usually in order to access support. Yeah, they thought they took on the monarchy. It's really, really, really frustrating. There's no support for autistic people once you become 18. So I was just about to set off for after party time, but I have to complete this. I have to complete this line of thought because this video is going to be on YouTube as a VOD. And for those people, I'm now doing this for you. You just have to hear it. Say you have a quote unquote profoundly autistic, somebody that requires 24/7 care, supervision requirement, and has intellectual disability / learning disability to the point when they reach 18, they lose support services because their 18th birthday, that's literally a line in the sand. I shit you not. And this is true nearly worldwide, at least in the US and in the UK it is. It very much is in many, 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 many other countries as well. The fact is literally at 11 p.m., 59 minutes and 59 seconds, support goes to midnight and you lose everything. You lose all the support. There's no... And part of the issue is when you talk about any sort of support requirements, when we start sort of saying, it's for levels, whatever, it not only belies the fact that levels don't really exist. The only bloody reason why there's a level system in place is because of American insurance companies. It's shorthand. The other reason is because people need to be placated by a bloody high-low functioning scale. And then part of the issue with that, of course, as you all very well know, is that high functioning doesn't mean no support needs. Low functioning doesn't mean no independence, no strengths, no value. It's not like that. And support needs change dramatically. So when I'm making YouTube content, you see me at my very best because I'm pretty much completely accommodated, near enough. You don't see me at my worst. You don't even really see a nuanced view of me. But then again, why should you? And also, what? I'm making YouTube content. I'm doing something with a mission. I'm not breaking that mission. And so if I were institutionalized, I would probably breach the third level of autism. I'd probably make it to level 10 or something. I would have problems. I would definitely be a problem for society to solve, but I would definitely be a problem for people around me. The issue, the fact is this is true for all humans, but specifically how well you fit your environment is broadly speaking how much support you need. I know it's a tautology, but you have to work with me on this. And it's really quite saddening to see an awful lot of conversation and stress and upset in online spaces and on online forums and on, I guess even YouTube videos, when in fact the resources to support the people are there. It's just not spent on people. It's spent on galas. It's spent on, in some cases, abusive interventions. That will make their life worse, but it generates a lot of money. Everyone needs support in burnout. Yeah, and everyone needs support to not be in burnout. Being disabled is actually quite expensive. And disability is not like a scale of value. It's complicated. And it largely depends on a number of things. I say this as someone who is quite well accommodated. Now, that has not always been the case. I've not been able to cope with the environment we used to work in. Have you some teams on it was eventually stressful life? Exactly. Yeah, totally. So this is why when I have never used the term high functioning to describe myself, but it has been used to describe me by people that don't know me, but it's fine. I guess they've seen a YouTube video or two. Okay. And what do I need to get to the point of, in your opinion, being so highly capable? So yeah, it's a complicated conversation, but it's complicated only because the conversation is not going to change anything. But there are people that are possibly maybe going to watch the video later and they'll think, okay, how do I get help for X, Y, Z? How do I get help for living issues, circumstantial issues, whatever? And my only generic piece of advice, not knowing who I'm talking to a screen. Beyond even the chat right now, just the screen, the person that watches this video in 2 days' time. And the issue there is find community. Now, I am obviously going to say there's a Scratching Post Discord community that's really, really lovely. I get that. But the autism community, the neurodivergent community worldwide is actually something right now, as I speak in late 2025, I think everyone can feel quite proud actually, that in general, it's really, really neuroaffirming insofar as not invalidating, not weird and gatekeepery. Obviously, if you avoid social media and particularly forums for parents of autistic people, if you see puzzle pieces, run. That's the wrong direction. But you can find community online and also in real life too. If you, it's so important to find local community as well as online community. That doesn't mean you have to be a social butterfly. It just means that you can know you can reach out. It's so important. Sorry, I'm reading. You see my blank face? It's because I'm reading. My blank face is reading. I wish I could zoom in here. I wish I could zoom in. I'm sorry to I'm struggling to read the chat without like you guys are gonna look at me like I'm an old man trying to read tiny print with some ill-fitting glasses, like ill-prescribed, you trying to read the small print really far away on a newspaper, and it turns out it's the sports results from 2.5 weeks ago. I just sorry. Like, where's a blank face? Yeah, but like a blank face, like, but a blank face, like, it's like, it just looks like I look like a monkey inspecting a banana skin or a twig. I'm fascinated with this twig. I'm just trying to read the chat. That's what's going on. Because the chat's not visible on a VOD when you watch the live stream afterwards. So it might look a bit strange, but it's me trying to read. Yeah, look, I'm just trying to give some comfort here, but I appreciate that it's broadly speaking just words. And some of these problems are kind of weirdly systemic, and I don't like dwelling on them, but I sometimes do talk about them on my channel. And oh, I like the Swift reference there. Very good, Johnson. I see it. I just need to find out how to put drugs into all of my videos. So yeah, anyway. I should have said narcotics, not drugs. That was the wrong thing to say. How'd you get bingo, Bavinci? Taylor Swift did it. No, Jansen did it. Jansen did it. Jansen made me do it, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right, I've been trolled. I've been trolled for bingo. As you don't know, there's bingo cards in Discord. I wish to see your bingo cards. I will validate them. I need to read them. I need to see them. Yeah, many bases are about just fighting losing battle. Yeah. Look, these are big topics. I am kind of feeling kind of tired. I'm not trying to chicken out. I'm just like, hey, I really, really want to do. Look, you can expect me to be covering these things and touching on them relatively consistently. I didn't gaslight no big no cards. Jansen, look what you made him do. Leslie, I love it. Leslie, I love it. Okay. Maisie, look at these people. Right, okay. So there's obviously I'm making videos on a whole lot of things. I'm sorry, ABA has been a bit of a ball and chain. It's been kind of slowing me down a little bit, but mostly it's been life that's been getting in the way. 2025 has been really horrible. Hate 2025. What do you think, Maisie? No? Okay, so we will hop over to the Discord after party and we'll do some fun stuff. Believe it or not, it gets quite fun over there. It gets a little bit unhinged sometimes too. I'm sorry this was relatively melancholy. I appreciate this is entirely my fault. This is just the way it is, okay? And some of these topics are really big and they're really deep and they're really heavy and we shouldn't avoid them. I feel like we shouldn't dwell on them too much, but also we shouldn't avoid them. Like, these just are what they are. And I rather specifically, have content on them existing and also coming up. I have avoided talking about ABA, you may have noticed, for 2 years. That time changes now. I have a lot to say on the matter. I will make it concise. And I will structure it well. And I will share the research specifically on Patreon. It's going to be a big ass upload. The mind map is big. It's big. Anik, I hate to say it. It's the most amazing community. And I do feel like I don't know how that happened. And I do not wish to give Google all the credit. Maisie, you're a bit of a stinky doggy. I did bath you like a week ago. But maybe it's because you was an older stinky doggy now. Maisie's 10 now. Maisie's 10. Maisie is a collie wally and she is 10. I will inspect the evidence, Bavinci, during the after party, I think. See you. In this thing! It's time! It's time for the music. Look at the cat and the butterfly. See if you can spot the guy with the ears or the androgynous person with the ears and the hoodie. Do you see the cat ears? There's actually more than one person with cat ears. Just thought I'd let you know. Yes, so the scratching post after party happens on Discord, which you can access via Patreon. If you are a patron and you haven't joined yet, please join. Go to your Patreon settings. You can click connected apps and then join. And if you're not, you can join. It's great. The cheapest tier is $4 a month, which is like $1 a week, which actually really does help out. The channel wouldn't exist without it. Thank you so much for everyone that does. And you get access to Patreon, you get the extra videos, there's all kinds of extra shit. And then there are higher tiers if you want to support me at those levels. There is also some extra stuff in there for you too. I shall see you in Discord. I shall. We should do some Discordy stuff. Maisie. I'm gonna wait till Mummy comes home and then you can have a bath. Yeah. Bath is smelly doggy. See you in the Discord.